Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to demystify a skill that's becoming absolutely essential: how to talk to AI. We're going to show you how to stop getting those frustrating, generic answers and start getting exactly what you want.
So, have you ever asked an AI for something and the answer you get back is just meh? Totally bland and not really helpful? Yeah, you're not alone. But the good news is, there's a simple key to fixing it, and it's a skill called prompting.
All right, here's what we're going to cover today. We'll look at why good prompts are so important, what they actually are, how to build the perfect one, and then we'll dive into 4 really powerful techniques for your toolkit. By the end of this, you'll be directing AI like a pro.
So, first things first. Why should you even care about the exact words you use with an AI? I mean, isn't it supposed to be super smart and just figure out what you want? Well, kinda, but not really.
You've got to think of your prompt as the steering wheel. It's what guides the AI. With the right words, you control everything: the style, the format, the level of detail. You're in charge of the quality, the relevance, and the accuracy. You can even get it to do really complex, multi-step tasks.
Okay, so what is a prompt really? I promise you it's way simpler than it might sound.
At its heart, a prompt is just the text you give to an AI. That's it. It's your instruction. The real key is to stop thinking of it like a Google search and start thinking of it like you're giving directions to a very smart, very capable, but also very literal assistant.
A really great prompt isn't just a random question. It's more like a recipe, and it has 3 main ingredients. First, the instruction. That's what you want it to do. Second, the context. That's all the background info it needs to do the job right. And third, the constraints. These are the rules it has to follow, like the tone of voice, the format, or even how long the answer should be.
Let's see this recipe in action, shall we? This before and after example is going to show you the massive difference a well-built prompt can make. So on the left, you've got this super vague prompt: things to do in Tokyo. You're just going to get a generic travel blog list. But look at the strong prompt on the right. We gave it an instruction: recommend 1 activity and 1 dish. We gave it a persona for context: you are a friendly travel guide. And we added a constraint in 2 bullet points. And bam! Look at that result. Instead of a boring, endless list, you get a specific, engaging, and genuinely helpful answer. That is the power of building a better prompt. It's a total night and day difference.
Okay, so you've got the basic recipe down. Now let's add 4 really powerful techniques to your toolkit.
The first and most common one is just plain old instruction prompting. This is the foundation of everything we've talked about. It's all about telling the AI exactly what you want in a really clear and direct way.
Check out this example. It doesn't just say summarize this, it gets specific. The action is summarize, the format is in 3 bullet points, and the audience for busy CEOs. That last part tells the AI to be concise and get straight to the bottom line. Being direct gets you a direct result. Simple as that.
Next up is a really fun one, and one of my favorites: persona prompting. This is where you literally ask the AI to act like someone or something else. It's an amazing trick for controlling the tone and style of the answer. See? Just that simple little phrase, "pretend you're a pastry chef," totally changes the game. By taking on that role, the AI will naturally use a warmer, simpler tone to explain something, making it absolutely perfect for the audience. In this case, a child.
All right, our third technique is called few-shot prompting. Now that sounds super technical, but it's not. It's basically like giving the AI a cheat sheet. You just show it an example of what a good answer looks like, so it can copy the pattern.
So by providing a simple example like this, you're not just asking a question. You're showing the AI the exact format you want the answer in. It helps the model see the pattern, which is great for any task where you need a very specific structure.
And finally, for those more complex problems, the ones that need logic or reasoning, there's chain of thought prompting. All you do is ask the AI to think through the problem step by step before it gives you the answer. It's amazing, but just adding a simple phrase like "show your steps" or "think step by step" has been shown to dramatically improve an AI's accuracy on things like logic puzzles and math problems. It forces the AI to actually work through the problem instead of just jumping to a conclusion.
Phew,
We've covered a lot of ground, so let's pull all of this together into a simple toolkit that you can start using right away.
The best practices are pretty straightforward. Be explicit, so there's no confusion. Give it context, so the answer stays on track. Don't be afraid to try again and refine your prompt if the first one doesn't work. And when you can, use examples to help the model see exactly what you're after.
So, if you only remember 3 things from today, make it these. First, a prompt is your instruction plus context. Second, prompting is the skill of writing those instructions well to unlock what the AI can really do. And third, the secret sauce is just being clear, giving context, and trying again. You now have the blueprint. You know how to have a real effective conversation with AI. So the big question is, what are you going to create? What problems are you going to solve? Once you know how to ask, the possibilities are pretty much endless.
Hope you are familiar with the prompting techniques now. Follow us to learn from more Gen AI concepts. Thanks so much for joining us on The Explainer.